Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is your hostess with the mostest, Queen Karizma, and I'm back with another commentary video. Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to continue to expose this scandal that I believe has been going on for over a year. There are a lot of players, there are a lot of secrets, there are a lot of collaborations that y'all don't know about that has taken place behind the scenes. Now, I'm going to start from after Jaguar Wright, after she collaborated with Storm Monroe, where she went after that. And then I'm going to lead up into this show. Okay. So make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share this live. I appreciate everyone watching. We're starting a little bit early because it's a lot I want to get out. Okay. So let's just begin. Now, after Jaguar Wright went viral with Storm Monroe, they eventually fell out because allegedly she started to go on his enemy's platform, all of his op platform, and she started collaborating with them. She started to, I don't know, I guess, she's two-faced. She's not loyal. So she was basically hopping from platform to platform. And that was one of the reasons Storm cut her off and pretty much dissed her. The same reason, the same thing she did then, she's doing now. History tends to repeat itself, especially with Jaguar Wright. Welcome, Poetic Kels. Definitely appreciate you being here. And thank you so much for being a member of the channel. Okay. So after they fell out, she had went to Tasha K. Y'all remember that? Allegedly, the first interview was supposed to be either Tasha K or Armand's. But she went from Armand to Tasha K allegedly, and then she dissed Tasha K and went to Storm, and then went back to Tasha K to do an interview. I don't know. Remember that? It was a little weird. I think Storm and Tasha kind of fell out during that time when his video hit a million views. Yeah. He hit his first million views with Jaguar Wright, and it seemed like him and Tasha K fell out. They were trying to pretend that they were still cool, but a few months later, it all came out. So after that, she went to Nosy Ho Live. Okay. And if I'm missing anyone, let me know. After she went from Storm Monroe to Tasha K, to other little smaller platforms. Then she went with Nosy Ho Live, and they were allegedly scamming for nearly a year. They started with them dominatrix classes. Y'all remember that? And that's when they started going to those other sites and promoting that and overcharging for these classes allegedly. Y'all remember that? So she was scamming allegedly with Nosy for a minute, and they were collecting cash apps. They were selling them classes, and she was doing her little, I don't know. Was that a role too? I don't know. I think they were also selling products with Nosy. Remember, they teamed up against Nicki Minaj and created that whole campaign as well. And she was with Nosy going from platform to platform. I'm trying to pretend to be an advocate for people she don't know. Okay. So I'm not going to get into that, but I just want to kind of remind y'all of what she did. So her and Nosy allegedly were scamming for a minute, and then they met up in person as well. She does this with it's the same pattern, I'm telling you. She met up in person with Nosy, and then something happened. We started not to see them together in the videos anymore. I don't know what happened. I don't know if something went on between Goomba, Nosy, and her, because it was a lot of strange things happening during that time. It was a lot of rumors during that time. And I don't know. I don't know her business or what content creators that she has allegedly messed with, but there are rumors going on that she messes with content creators as well. Okay. I don't know if that's true. That's just allegedly. So anyways, after that, something happened. She fell out with Nosy. Nosy came and publicly said that Jaguar Wright cheated on her husband with Solar allegedly and somebody else. So yeah, I don't know what happened, but again, they fell out. And then Nosy came to the platform and started talking about Jaguar Wright being a cheater, cheating on her husband, and all this. And they started coming back and forth, going back and forth with one another. Y'all remember that? Okay, and we knew that was coming. We knew that was coming. Now, I don't know if Nosy put them videos on private or something because she trying to not have her, what, 4th, 5th, 6th channel deleted, but that is what happened. Okay, then Jag was on Instagram talking about Nosy. Nosy was on YouTube talking about her. It was just back and forth, and then calling each other witches and all this crazy stuff. So after she fell out with Nosy, this is when she started to befriend OKP. We're going to use initials here. OKP and SDW. Dusty. Okay. Now, this is where it begins. I have a few screenshots to show y'all. I have a few websites to show y'all. Okay. Because again, I'm telling you, they're trying to scrub all this off of the internet. So I said, you know what? Let me just start talking about it now because you're not going to see this later. Welcome, Flawless. Welcome, Nicole. Kylan. Hello. Welcome. I see y'all. All right. Let me show y'all the first screenshot here. Okay. Because this didn't necessarily start with OKP. This started with a gang of them. Who was the gang? It was Genesis. It was OKP. It was SDW. It was Real Life. It was Solar and former Carbonation members. And it was Tokyo Tony. This is where all this began. Okay. This is where it began with Real Life Productions. Why did it begin with Real Life Productions? Because he was supposed to be filming all of these shows to put on Philadelphia Network. Now, this show, The Love Connections, Jaguar Wright and her former friend, OKP, allegedly promoted this dating show, The Love Connections, on multiple social media platforms. Jaguar Wright did like a commercial or something. Y'all remember that? She did like a commercial, right? Let me share with y'all something really quick. Because before we get deep into it, we got to bring this about 2 years ago, where when OKP and Jaguar Wright met up for the first time in Las Vegas, Goomba was there and another party who was there as well. We got to take it back so y'all know the background history and how fake and how deep this really goes. Now, for a while, for years, OKP was coming hard at Toxic Diamond. She's currently locked up right now. I have videos of that. He was making video after video, calling her Buffalo and all these derogatory terms, trying to do his investigations on her with his supporters, allegedly stalking her and teaming up with 2 animal advocates who were allegedly stalking her, as she claimed, because she was mistreating allegedly animals, and she was filming that and putting it on YouTube. Y'all remember that? So for years, he was building his following off of talking about Toxic Diamond and Gems. Remember her dog Gems that suddenly disappeared, or whatever narrative he put out there. He was calling himself Exposing Toxic Diamond, and he ended up what he do? Becoming her friend right when Jaguar Wright got locked up. Now, this picture is significant. Why? This was the first time OKP and Jaguar Wright met in person. This was a few years ago. Okay. And they never met before this. He was supposed to be helping her fill out a police report on Toxic Diamond. And they were showing the police report. Hi, yeah, you going to jail, this and that. And that's not the reason why she went to jail. Okay. But they have become the people. Oh, we put her in jail. That is not true. Your police report did nothing. You were in jail, ma'am. A few months after this, let me just take my time with it. So that's why this picture is significant. We're going to build up to it, okay? I appreciate y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Okay, if you're enjoying this commentary, shout out to everybody watching on YouTube and everybody listening to the Karizma Speaks podcast. You can listen to this podcast on Apple Podcasts as well. All right. Okay, so that Toxic was doing videos too, responding to this. Her page is no longer there. Okay, go watch those videos that I did on her and you'll understand why. Daughter of the Most High God, welcome. Doja, welcome. Guided Light, welcome. Kimberly, welcome. All right. So after this, after Jaguar filled out a police report, they was going back and forth with Toxic Diamond online. Soon as Jaguar Wright got locked up or something happened, I don't know the dates exactly, but something happened. Either she got locked up or was in another institute. Something happened and he started to befriend Toxic Diamond. That's who he befriended. Then he did a video with her. During this time, I had an open case with her. And remember, she was going over her plea deal, talking about I'm a liar. And that's when he started coming at me out of nowhere. So that's when I started talking about his ass and exposing him. After he started teaming up with the very person he called himself exposing, that's how I knew he was fake. And he got a whole bunch of Toxic Diamond supporters. At that point, he had sold his soul and said, F it. He started to retract statements, delete videos. And then once Jaguar Wright came back out, he pretended to be her friend or she pretended to be his, knowing that he had already befriended Toxic Diamond and was telling people to support her, ignoring her charges, her very serious charges, and telling people that I was a liar and anybody else exposing her was a liar, when he's the one who basically started exposing her here on YouTube consistently and then changed on his followers. Remember that fake mess? Mm-hmm. So then after that, right, we're going to fast forward. Jaguar Wright went missing or started to stay off the internet. I don't know if Goomba told her to, but she was ruffling a lot of feathers. She was saying all type of stuff and people were not having that. She was doxing people, doing all type of stuff. So then her and Goomba basically disappeared off the internet and didn't go live for maybe more than a year. And everybody started questioning what happened. People were worried. I started doing videos exposing Jaguar Wright at that time and proving that, in my opinion, she wasn't legally married to Gerald. That was not a real marriage. Okay, there's no record of that. And I already exposed that. People was coming at me. The same two people was coming at me with videos, putting me on their Instagram, telling me I'm the liar. But now they're saying the same thing now that they fell out with Jaguar Wright. I've been exposed this. And anybody who know me and know my videos know I've been exposed Jaguar Wright not being really married to Goomba. They called me the liar though. And then also exposed her trying to fake her own death, which she was trying to do before I called it out. And then she came out. And where did she go? She went to Real Lyfe Productions. And this was back in January. Let me remove the banner really quick. December 21st, 2022 is when Jaguar Wright made her return on Real Lyfe Productions. And this is the video that got over 2 million views and over 50,000 likes. Now, what I'm going to show you next is going to all come together. Before this, and I'm going to show you the dates, before this return, which was planned and scripted, I'm telling you, this goes deeper than just this dating show. This stuff has all been planned from the very beginning, and Real Lyfe was a part of it. Why was he a part of it? Again, he was filming. He was the media man. He was putting out the images that you see, trying to make us believe that Jaguar Wright was different and she's better now that she got out of jail. Remember that? Trying to paint her in a positive light. This was all Real Lyfe doing. He was recording and filming that for her Philadelphia network and for her podcast, which she had with Tokyo Tony, SWV. SW, what's that nigga name? Dusty W. Yeah, okay. Dusty W. OKP and a few other, and Genesis even popped on that as well. All this was supposed to be on her Philadelphia network, which they are now calling a scam. Okay, I'm just building this up for y'all. December 2022 is when Jaguar Wright made a comeback. A few months later, she was in jail. Literally. Okay, all this have been planned. The jail has been planned. The fights that you saw between her and Solar and Goomba were planned. They were all there from the very beginning. This is going to get deep, man. Whether you believe it or not, it's going to come. I'm going to bring this out slowly. Again, this is the video where they hit 2 million views in a matter of months. This was a scripted interview. This was a planned interview. And she have been planning this with Real Life, Genesis, former Carbonation members, Tokyo Tony, OKP, Dusty Way, and a few others. They were on the back end planning this. How do I know? I'm going to show you a few screenshots. Okay. She had this Keeping It a Bean podcast. I'm about to unleash this on y'all, man. Real talk. I'm about to get in. Go ahead and hit that like button. I'm about to go in and I'm about to get in. Who do you see on the screen? And how long ago was this? This premiered the next month, January 24th, 2023. You see Genesis. I think that's a former Carbonation member. Jaguar Wright. And Real Life is showing that he's filming for her for Philadelphia Network. He's on StreamYard recording it. I guess this was her podcast, Keeping It a Bean. And he was supposed to be the one recording. This was right after she hit the 2 million interview, the 2 million views. This was right after this interview that hit 2 million. Then as soon as they do that, people you don't even recognize popped up. Genesis was always there, like he said. She's been there from the very beginning with the Carbonation member, meaning they all were in on this. It was all planned. You see Tokyo Tony. Yeah, they were all cool. I'm going to show you something else too. We are not done, baby. We are not done because it gets deeper than this. Okay? It gets deeper than this. This is nothing. Now, why did they need Tokyo Tony? Why was Tokyo Tony needed? Can somebody guess in the chat? Why was Tokyo Tony needed? Where have Tokyo Tony been? What's her experience like with these reality TV shows, right? They needed Tokyo, in my opinion, to study her. Tokyo is the only one with some reality TV experience. She's the only one who had her own dating show on Zeus Network. So Jaguar needed Tokyo so she could study her, get all the information and wisdom from her. And then they joined together. Remember, they started doing interviews together on Day and Night, on all these different platforms. Suddenly they joined together. Remember that? This was planned from the very beginning. I'm telling you, it was completely scripted. Everything you saw from the fights to anything you saw on camera was planned. All of this was planned. Okay, so let me show you some other pictures here. Give me a second, because this is going to blow your mind right now. They thought nobody was going to figure it out. All these different people. Yeah, they thought nobody was going to figure it out, right? Because it was one thing after the other. I said, see, all this stuff happening. You think life really like that? Come on, man. Everything happening like it's a movie. She's sitting here fighting her husband on camera. They doing this all on camera. Come on, man. This was fake from the beginning. Even from the arrest, her first arrest or second arrest of the year with Genesis. Remember, that was planned as well. That's why she was recording it. It was all for content. She would go to jail for content. She don't care. You don't get it yet. She will do anything for clout. Okay. So let me share with y'all this other picture here. Give me 1 second. Because this one is going to show you that Niesha and TJ were also in on this plan as well. Yeah, they were all in on the plan together. And all of this got them money. All of this got them money. Every single last person benefited from this. So let me get the other screenshot. Give me 1 second. Just keep these faces in mind here, because they're going to play a very important role. They were all in on it from the very beginning. Okay. Even the exposing the Hollywood was a scam. Half those people she don't even know. The other half she never collaborated with. She wasn't in no real Hollywood. She was a low level artist. You think you could just go and be up in Hollywood like that? That's why she have no receipts of anything. Okay. She was on tour. That's where she met all those people when they was on when she was hired as a background singer on tour with the Roots. That's when she took all them pictures. If you go and look at them pictures, a lot of that she got the same shirt on. She got the same shirt on, sitting with all these different men taking pictures. That was the same day, same event. And that was only because of the Roots. No one else recognized her because she was not the star that she is making herself out to be. And she never was. She just found it beneficial to come to the internet and realize how a lot of people are gullible. And this is where I can become a star in my own right, since I didn't make it. Okay, let's take this off the screen. Let me put up something else for y'all really quick. We're going to get into it while I find that other picture. The other picture shows OKP, Dusty Way, Jaguar Wright, and Tokyo Tony on a podcast, Keeping It a Bean podcast. They just play with people in their face, right? They play with people in their face. But it's time now. It's time to expose all of this. Okay. Now, what you are seeing is the GoFundMe. Okay. While I get other information for y'all ready on this end. This was before the Love Connection. This was the free Jaguar Wright fundraiser that was allegedly, as you can see, created by Kang Payne. He collected $3,130 from this campaign. Well, allegedly, she didn't need that much money to be bailed out. And she is now claiming that he actually collected that money. She didn't get any of the money. And that, again, that the bail did not cost nearly as much to get her out. Because if you remember with Genesis, when Genesis went on Real Life and Legina as well, they said it only costed $150 to bond Jaguar Wright out of jail the first time. So how is it costing $3,130 to bail or bond her out this time? Allegedly, that was a lie. That was another scam, another scheme, and another trick. See, when it comes to money, you got to be careful, because everybody will agree to something in the beginning, and then that greed take over. And now you don't know where your money went. How do you know that this went to her bail, her bond? Did you get any type of receipt, any proof that this went to Jaguar? Where are the Cash App receipts? Where's the proof that this went to Jaguar? Man, right? Now, take a load of this. Okay. Get a load of this. That's the saying. Okay. This is the GoFundMe, the free Jag GoFundMe created by OKP. This is what he said. It's similar to her former manager, her ex-manager's GoFundMe. Look at this scam. Okay. Have you ever fallen upon hard times? Have you ever found yourself in a place of confusion and didn't know what to do? Have you ever lost everything you had, including the support of your family? You see how victimizing this is? Have you ever wished someone would come to your rescue? Have you ever turned around and no one was there for you during a tumultuous time in your life? All these damn questions. Why are you questioning us? Why the hell are you questioning us? Get to the point. Why you trying to invoke sympathy for this person who has literally no sympathy for anybody else? But this was another one of their scams. Has anyone ever walked away from you? See, they try to elicit your sad emotions so you could look at her as a victim. A bunch of con artists, these content creators are. Has anyone ever walked away from you because of an illness? Wow. Really? Use an illness, they use death. I'm telling you, they use everything because of an illness due to no fault of your own, but you learn how to navigate through life and everything is looking up for you now. This is not where acclaimed singer and songwriter Jaguar Wright is in her life. Look at this script. Over 50 million human beings in America live with mental illness. You see this? You see this? Jaguar Wright's not disabled. If she had a mental illness, then she would be, to some extent, she wouldn't be doing what she's doing. But at the same time, this mental illness that you're saying she have, it doesn't stop her from scamming other people, doxing other people. She's very intelligent. So this is not a disability. She does this because that's what she wants to do. And they continue to bring mental illness, death of somebody else, children, and whatever other thing they can to manipulate you and elicit emotions inside of you so that you can donate. They have to make you feel bad first, guilt trip you first, make you question your own self and your own family, and then they come out with it. We need this much money. It's manipulation. We need this much money. How many times do Jaguar Wright have to say, I'm competent, I'm competent, I'm competent, I'm competent? And you got other people saying something different for monetary gain. Jaguar Wright's not disabled. She doesn't have a debilitating disease to where it stops her from doing daily activities. No, she's conning people, using people, manipulating people, doxing people, scamming people allegedly, and they want you to look at a mental illness as if this is a disability for Jaguar Wright in order for you to go in your pockets and donate to somebody who never donated to you. Someone who has not brought music to the table, have not brought a free concert, have not brought a new album, have not given anything that she says she would to you in exchange for your money and donations. Neither have the content creators who scammed and schemed y'all and said that there was a dating show called The Love Connection that was coming, and they had you fill out an application collecting your personal data. And you wonder why scamming is on a all-time high. You giving your first name, last name, contact information, email. This where you could reach me at. This a picture of me. And you wonder why your bank account is gone. You wonder why you wake up and something locked on your account because you are applying to these dumb ass reality TV shows because you are so influenced by these con artists, scamming content creators. Man, this is something else. Let's continue though. I appreciate y'all in the chat. Let's go ahead and continue, yo. Cause this is sad. So if she was mentally ill, why y'all dragging her like you doing? Oh, I would never do no video dragging her. She mentally ill. Obviously, she ain't that mentally ill. And if she is, that says more about you than it does for her, about her. Because you're the ones exploiting this. So it takes, no, listen, these con artists and scammers will do and say anything. They would do and say anything. If she was so mentally ill, like you said, in this free Jag GoFundMe scheme, then why are y'all dragging her? Why are you contributing to her mental illness, video after video, calling the police on her? Why are you doing that? Doxing her, putting her number out. You and Dusty Way, doxing her. Talking about their looks every day in every video, hidden below the belt, going on Coffee and Station Head to say all this nasty, mean, and derogatory things that you've been thought of from the beginning, but you pretended like you cared about Black women so you could get the bag. Because without a Black woman, you won't get no bag. And we know this. And we know this. What Black woman is next, you vampires? Who's next? What Black woman is next? What woman is next? It's sick. So let me continue. Okay. Again, this is the free Jaguar Wright campaign that OKP created, and he collected over $3,000. No one asked where the money went. They just told you where it went, and you believed them. That's like somebody taking your rent money and not giving you a receipt and just saying, oh, yeah, I'm going to put it on the rent. I'm going to need my receipts. I'm going to need proof that you put it on that. Straight up. You don't just, no, you taking your money. Money has energy. Where are you putting your energy into? Your hard-earned money. You giving it to this cause? And look how they acted now that they all fell out, allegedly fell out. Because like I said, that's scripted as well. All these fallouts and arguments, I wouldn't believe anything at this point coming from them. Now you see Dusty Way, will me and Jaguar reunite? I'm telling you, boy, anything for clout, anything for clout. It's sick. It is sick. Okay, so let me go ahead and continue. And remember, this is the description of the GoFundMe where he collected more than $3,000 before he went on his Mexican vacation. We're going to get into that next. Before he went on his Mexican vacation and bought a new iPhone 14. This is what happened before then. So let me continue, okay? Jaguar Wright is among the 4.8 million blacks living in America and dealing with this debilitating, wow. Now it's debilitating. Do he know what debilitating means? That means you cannot perform daily activities. Do Jaguar Wright need somebody to feed her? Jaguar Wright need somebody to clothe her? See, this is why people don't take mental health seriously, because they use it as a victimization card. Being diagnosed with something does not give you permission to act a fool, to perform illegal activities online, to be a scammer, to dox people. No, it does not. We all are dealing with something, whether it's mental health or something other. And it don't give anybody an excuse to act the way she has been acting. But again, you have all these enablers who would just keep telling her to do the stuff that she's doing, which is contributing to this so-called debilitating mental illness. If it was so debilitating, you wouldn't have video after video contributing to that. Let's keep it 100. You made this up. She does not have a debilitating anything. She's able to function, speak, walk, talk, And it's real people who dealing with stuff and they can't even talk. They need people to feed them. They need people to clothe them and bathe them. They need money. They need housing. They need food. They need support. And you sitting up here scamming people with this fool right here. This is what I'm talking about. They do not care about anyone but themselves. They were all in it together and they're still all in it together. Then the video is going to come up where they made up. Oh, back friends. It was a misunderstanding. Yeah, you keep falling for this stupid stuff if you want to, y'all. I'm telling you. Welcome, Carvella. I see y'all. Chick Life, welcome. It's sick. You know what I'm saying? It is so sick. And shout out to everybody who hit the like button, everybody in the chat contributing to the conversation. Let's continue, all right? Because we're going to go ahead and unmask all this mess. And it's more players too. Okay, so this is what he said at the very bottom. Nonetheless, today Jaguar awaits her fate and is in need of financial assistance to help with legal costs and everyday necessities. Who don't need that? Who don't need that? Who helping us? Ourselves. Are we trying to get help ourselves? Get out of here, y'all. He said, nonetheless, today Jaguar awaits her fate and is in need of financial assistance to help with legal costs and everyday necessities such as food, clothes, and shelter once she is released. Who the hell is she? You ain't my mama. Excuse me? You are not my mother. I don't know you. You are not a family member. Why would I look like helping you? Please, you better help yourself. You got a whole voice on you. Don't want to work. That's what it is. You got a whole voice. You could have been singing, doing shows and all this. You doing it here and there and being lazy. Get up out of here. Nobody, help yourself. You want something handed to you. You that entitled. You feel like somebody owe you something. Nobody owe you nothing. And you're not entitled to anything. Work like everybody else have to. Struggle like everybody else have to. We all struggling. Trying to make you feel bad about something she don't even have. Debilitating. Y'all some scammers, yo. What are you talking about? Debilitated mean you can't even do nothing for yourself. Do you know what debilitated mean? Can you even pronounce debilitating? Oh, okay. Let's continue. Let's continue, y'all. This is what he said. OKP, again, this is OKP's free Jaguar Wright GoFundMe campaign. Manipulation, using mental illness, trying to make her look like she's a victim when she got herself in these situations. Now they want you to provide for her food, shelter, water, and clothing while she sit on her ass and come on YouTube and act a fool. I don't think so. And she been doing this for a while. She don't want to work. She wants somebody to give her something. Nobody owe you nothing. Not Hollywood and not us. You come down here and start scamming us. We didn't hear about you when you was doing your thing for the little time you was. You wasn't on YouTube then. You wasn't on social media then. So every time you fall out with somebody, that's when you start going on your rants and rumbling and smear campaigns against them. Period. Okay, and welcome everybody. Appreciate y'all being here. Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't. And shout out to everybody who have and everybody who's listening to the Karizma Speaks podcast on YouTube or any other platform. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you also subscribe to Tales from the Cult, where we expose cult celebrities and content creators. All right, let's continue. So he says, our hope for Jaguar is that she focuses on her mental health. That's your hope. You could hope anything. What did you do to help her? You didn't do nothing to help her. You did everything to enable her in inappropriate behavior. And get back to doing the things that brings her so much joy, like singing before the masses. Where's the song? Where's the concerts that y'all promised people? Oh, we're going to go and I'm going to go to Minnesota and I'm going to do a free concert for everybody who donated. Me and Dusty Way and OKP, we're going to do it for y'all. And it's going to be on Philadelphia and all. She is a scammer, just like they are. What has she fulfilled? What promise has she fulfilled? What promise has she fulfilled? It's sick. Empty promises, broken promises, just talking to make you feel better. Yeah, give me that money, stupid. She's the mouthpiece of the group. Let me talk. Let me handle it. I'll get him to do it. I'll get her to do it. She one of them. Welcome, everybody. I see y'all. The Golden Child, Jesse, Guided Light. I think I mentioned you already. No, Angel, Carvella. See y'all, Keisha. Poetic Hill said, that's why I don't see how folks just giving them money. Yeah. I mean, they're going to continue to collect it if folks just giving it to them. If you that much of a fool, why not? The same fools doing it too. Thinking they noticed or trying to get noticed or thinking I could get Jaguar attention like this. No, she still don't know your name and don't give a damn about you. But yeah, you keep on collecting, giving her money. It ain't my pockets. I'm just pointing this out. A fool gonna be a fool, gonna be a fool. Okay. So, Angel said, I'm glad you calling this out. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's time it's called out. Carvella said, why do those that contribute to the sickness keep contributing? Right. They are just as sick in the head for doing so. Wow. Delusional. Just those that keep on scamming their viewers. Yeah. That's no respect of human beings, period. You just my cash cows. Go ahead and donate. All I got to do is throw some kids in your face, throw some death in your face, make you feel bad, and you're going to give me your money. And we're going to tell you whatever you want to hear so that you could give me that money. That's all they do. And Jaguar has taught them how to scam better. Because she been doing it with Nosy. She been doing it. She started off doing it. The whole Exposing Hollywood was a scam. It was all planned from the very beginning. And Goomba was in on it until it got left and left and left because y'all kept enabling her. And then she got worse and worse and worse and started doing anything for clout, even revealing your personal life. And you thought, oh, she'll never turn on me. That's the first one who get cutting their back. Oh, they'll never do that to me. It's sick. It is very sick. So I know this narrative that they putting out about Niesha and TJ and all that, that's another narrative as well. I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. Okay, so let's continue this really quick. It says, our hope is for Jaguar is that she focuses on her mental health and get back to doing the things that brought her so much joy, like singing before the masses again and enjoying life with a clear mind. Yeah, she got such a clear mind now, right? This is what they promise and hope for by you donating to them to bail her out, bail this nut out of jail again. All right. We desire to see Jaguar Wright healthy again. But but those of us who love her cannot do this alone. Love. Your prayers and contributions are very much needed. Is it love what they doing now? All these videos? Is it love? Private conversations being public, phone numbers, docs, making fun of her looks and her TJ and I mean really getting extra personal with it. Right? Joining other people, everybody teaming up. Is this really love? That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to compare and contrast so y'all can see how these scammers get down. They love you, then they hate you, and then they back together again. You don't love nobody, right? 84 donations, 84 people donated to bail Jaguar Wright out of jail. Did y'all get anything out of this? Are y'all doing good now? Are you all right? How they helped you? Look at this. Yeah, now is the Amazon gifts. That's another scheme. I'm telling y'all, everybody got a piece of something out of this, and that was the goal. And they don't care who they hurt. Things went left. People got greedy, and fallouts happened. But they'll get right back together again for that money. Yeah. No, Angel said, I got family I ain't bailing out. Right. Because sometimes people need that time to think about what they have done. A lot of time that's what it's for, reflection and changing your life, changing yourself. But no, when everybody keep bailing somebody out of jail and they think they could they're invincible. I'll just have these fools bail me out. I'm Jaguar Wright. This is not the first and it's not the last time that these scams will happen, that these GoFundMes will happen. It will continue to happen. You said they were unboxing old boxes. Yeah, that's another thing. I'm telling you, don't believe nothing that they say. Created May 9th, 2023. May 9th, 2023. Now, remember when they got Jaguar Wright out and then they both made videos, Dusty Way and OKP. They both made videos, right? Saying, oh, we bailed her out, not Tokyo Tony. Remember that? They started, that's when they fell out with Tokyo Tony. Because allegedly she said she was going to help bail Jaguar Wright out. And she said, I ain't want nothing to do with it. See, plans went left. That wasn't a part of the plan. Nobody was supposed to come out of their pockets. They were supposed to come out of your pockets. So when things went left, like it did, people fell out. It was never a part of the plan for Tokyo Tony to be bailing Jaguar Wright or anybody up out of jail. That was never part of the plan. This is why they fell out. But like I said, you remember, they were all in it together from the beginning. Genesis, former members of Carbonation, OKP, Dusty Way, Jaguar Wright, Real Life Productions, and Tokyo Tony. In on it from the very beginning. This video, okay, because this is a video that they did on their channel. This video was done, let's see, January. So this was after the 2 million view video with Jaguar Wright, right? After that video, then they said, okay, well, let's hire Real Life, or I'll give him, in exchange for him filming or them filming me and putting this on Philadelphia, we'll give them free content. That was the deal. But like I said, when she falls out with people, suddenly they're the villain and she's the victim, and everybody used her. Everybody she fell out with, she said they used her. When really it was your plan from the very beginning. And again, because of money, because of greed, plans went left. That's what happened. Plans went left. Okay. So let's continue. Let's get to this show. I just wanted to lead up so y'all could see that they were there from the beginning. Who was the show inspired by? Who was the show inspired by, right? This Love Connections. Suddenly, after they free Jaguar Wright, she gets with TJ. But TJ and Niesha was here the entire time because they were followers of OKP. The screenshot that you're seeing here is a screenshot of TJ when it was just TJ before Jaguar Wright joined in and changed the name to TNJ. It was just T. Do y'all remember that? She had an account, but she wasn't doing any content. This was simply to support OKP. Niesha, as you can see, was in the chat. In the beginning, it was planned that they were going to bail her out of jail, and that was it. They didn't mean for it to go left. They didn't think Jaguar Wright would not follow the plan. They exposed themselves months before Jaguar Wright was bailed out. This is the live that they collected the rest of the money. And TJ and Niesha was in the damn chat. So how did Niesha come to YouTube and expose y'all relationship when it was here from the very beginning and you being exposed yourself on King Payne, Dusty Payne channel? Y'all some liars, yo. Y'all are some dang liars. They've been exposed themselves. They've been told people they were together. Plans didn't go right. That's why. People got greedy. People got greedy. Thank you so much, Carvella, for your super chat. Carvella said, keep your foot on their necks and keep exposing them with the foolishness. Absolutely. Isn't this crazy? These two fools been exposed themselves. They been showed who they were in Dusty Payne OKP's chat. Come on, let's not act like they didn't. But the narrative was that Niesha was the one who did it. Remember? They needed a new narrative to get some more money. You see them all right here and hear the voices clearly, loud and clearly. So why did Jaguar Wright come out and say that Niesha was the one who went on Dusty Wade's platform when they came together to bring them on his platform, and it was your plan? That's why both of them was on the show. Would anybody, come on, man. You could tell that was scripted. Who really would be on a panel with their ex going back and forth? Think about it. Who, like, come on, yo. Oh, we got Niesha here and we got TJ here. Y'all want to talk it out? All that stuff was scripted. This was before Jaguar Wright was bailed out. Before she got with TJ and Niesha was on OKP's channel exposing their selves. They were been on the internet. They were in on it together as well and still are, in my opinion. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. Because again, it's not the first time and it won't be the last. So let's get into more details about the actual show, right? Now, again, Jaguar Wright and OKP allegedly promoted a dating show called The Love Connection. This was on multiple platforms. This was rumored to be in the works, as OKP and Dusty Way allegedly signed a contract with Philadelphia TV Network. I don't have proof of this. I'm going based on the campaign they did, trying to say that Philadelphia was a scam when they had contracts with them, allegedly, with Goomba and Jaguar Wright from the very beginning. SDW said in the Change.org campaign against Philadelphia that Jaguar had allegedly promised Philadelphia TV show contracts to several content creators. He wasn't more specific. He was just vague and said to several content creators. So it could be them and other people that Jag promised, oh, you're going to be on TV. You're going to be on the Roku app. Jaguar Wright and OKP studied, in my opinion, Tokyo Tony's Zeus Network dating show to create love connections. OKP created an application for the show where he allegedly collected people's personal information about their dating history, their contact information, and their photos. However, this love connection fell through, right? It never happened. It was never on Roku. That was another lie and scam to get your personal information so that they could continue scamming, in my opinion. The Love Connection dating show audition forms were open to the general public, and there was no real information about the show except that a woman that is allegedly a fan of OKP and SDW was supposed to help him produce the show. This show was supposed to be a reality show and a blind dating show, a virtual blind dating show hosted by OKP and promoted by Jaguar Wright. And Jaguar Wright and TJ were supposed to be the first contestants on the show. What happened then? Jaguar Wright said, no, well, I could get more attention if I make my own show with TJ on YouTube. So then the T, as in TJ, went from T to T and J. And they started doing their own show. This ruffled their feathers. Again, everything that they thought was planned was not planned. Jaguar Wright had her own ulterior motive, and she had her own plans. So Jaguar Wright did not follow the script. She went off on her own thing. So this is when people started to fall out. Okay, so her and TJ created a show. Her and TJ randomly got together. And that was not a part of the plan. TJ was never supposed to leave Niesha. It was never supposed to get personal. But again, Jaguar Wright had her own plans, in my opinion. Okay, so it threw everybody off. So then her and TJ had their own show. They were supposed to be the contestants on this love connection and trying to say, oh, look, it worked out. OKP got us together. Remember, they was starting to drop little hints that it was coming to that. OKP got us together. If it wasn't for OKP, we wouldn't be together. Remember that? This was all because they were supposed to promote that show. Next thing you know, within the past month, they all fallen out because, again, Jaguar Wright is on her own show. They had several issues. One issue allegedly was that Jaguar had made their enemy, her YouTube manager, and never made them a manager, even after they helped allegedly bail her out and helped her allegedly, when really it wasn't y'all helping her. It was all scripted and planned for all y'all to get money at the end of the day. And they all have touched thousands of dollars. Every last one of them. It's not one of them who I haven't named that haven't touched thousands of dollars. Okay, so let's continue. So once she had the ex-manager become the manager of her YouTube channel, he started going on a power trip, blocking people, filling out copyright reports and all type of stuff when it comes to Jaguar Wright and people using her content and all this stuff and talking all his mess. And that's when he started getting views because Jaguar Wright was on his show. So he was a part of it too, but it was very temporary. He was not a part of the original plan, but again, Jaguar Wright makes up her own plan after she already agreed to something else. So I'm going to share with y'all just some screenshots, okay, of this form, okay, because at this point they had probably deleted it, or it probably isn't deleted. I have links here. I'm gonna show you what was asked on the form, and you tell me if you feel that it's a little invasive for a YouTuber to be asking these questions. Okay, coming up with this blind dating show where he got your picture, your name, your information, your age. your marital status. Okay, I'm gonna share y'all with this. Lord, I can't even talk. I'm going to share this with y'all. Oh boy, the coffee coming through. Okay. Um, let me go ahead and show it now because this is deeper than what y'all think. It's deeper than what y'all think. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Okay. Oh, that made it smaller. Hold on. Okay. All right. So this is the form that was created by OKP to collect information from people who was interested in this love show, this dating show or whatever, right? Um, so let me go ahead and just kind of read what it says really quick. No Angel said just pathetic, right? Just pitiful, right? So why did they need your information though? Well, this is your information, them having your information, they could sell it. They could spam you with different marketing things. You know what I'm saying? They could sign you up for something you wasn't signed up for. They could pretend to be you with all this information. I mean, these days, all you need is basic information that you get publicly in a lot of these cases, right? So let me go ahead and just read it though. So the date, this is what he wanted them to fill out. The date, your orientation, right? Whether you straight or not, I guess, your first and last name, who you were referred by, your age, your gender, your marital status, and if you're seeking a male or female, what age range, what are some important qualities you seek in a mate? Tell us something about you. Tell us about your last marriage or relationship. What are some of your challenging personality traits? All this personal information that he could put out and say, look at so and so, oh, desperate A, signed up for this dating thing. Look at her. This blind dating thing. Look at her. She desperate. What's stopping him from doxing other people? Who got access to this personal information? Is it him or is it him and his team or associates? This is used to dox you and you fell for it because you didn't know. But now you know. So let's continue. What are some of your challenging personality traits? What are some things you would alter regarding your current situation? What are some things you are willing to compromise for the right person? What are some things, what are some of your hard stops? You got to upload, and these have asterisks on it. So that means it's mandatory. You got to upload a current photo of yourself and enter in your contact information and submit the form for this fake dating show that never happened. No matter what excuse they use, the dating show never happened. You said Goomba wouldn't comply, so he became content. Yep. So all that information, your pictures and all that stuff is used to dox you. That's what it was used for, in my opinion, to scam and to dox, because where is the show? No matter what happened, where is the show? Where's people private information at? Where did it go? Right? So let's continue. Okay? And we're going to wrap this up because it is just a lot I have to share with y'all. You know what I mean? He created a promotional video with Jaguar Wright, which premiered on December 2nd, 2022, literally weeks before her 2 million view interview with Lyfe. The Love Connections, the very first promotional commercial, was a voiceover of Jaguar Wright telling y'all to sign up, telling y'all to subscribe to OKP channel, and telling y'all about this Love Connection show that they took from Tokyo Tony, Finding Love ASAP, in my opinion. That's why they needed Tokyo. Okay, so let's continue, yo. All right. It was a co-host too. I'm not going to bring up her information, but a co-host slash producer who was a fan of both of theirs. And as I mentioned, King Payne, Sean Davy Way, Tokyo Tony, we got to use the full names, Jaguar Wright, Real Life Productions, they were all a part, and Genesis were part of, and the Carbonation members were part of Keeping It a Beam podcast, which was supposed to air on Philadelphia until Real Life and then fell out. So now Real Life have all the content that he recorded for himself and have all the rights to it as well, because allegedly Jaguar Wright, that was the payment. I don't have money to pay you, but I want you to film for Philadelphia so you can have this free content. Just like in the music, she gave up her rights. She did it on YouTube as well. So, as I said, they were all here from the very beginning. Okay, I'm still trying to find that one screenshot that I had. Give me a second. I'm gonna look for it real quick. It's just a lot, but they were all on this together from the very beginning. Everything, the arrest, everything that you saw was manipulated and planned by this group. Whether they followed the plan, the original plan, now that's another story. Whether they stuck to what they said in the beginning, that's another story. It was greed involved for sure. Whenever there's money, there is greed involved from somebody. And then plans change, right? Money disappear. But all the promises that she made to others, she never fulfilled. She never fulfilled them. Okay? She never fulfilled them at all. And that's a red flag. So let me find this picture really quick. Give me a second. Okay, it was a lot of screenshots I had to take because we know that they're going to scrub it clean after this. So I wanted to make sure I took as many screenshots as possible. Okay, so we are not done yet. Make sure y'all hit the like button if you haven't while I bring up this photo. I'm going to prove to you that this was all planned from the beginning. But money, clout, and greed took over. Money, clout, and greed. All right, let's see. And if I don't find it, because it's a lot of videos, then I'll probably bring it back up on one of my other shows. Okay. I can't show everything. In this one show, it's a lot. I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot. And he also, let's see, I think this is it. Give me a second. Okay, yeah, this is it right here. I want to make sure I put the one that I edited up to cover their faces in case they try to put any type of false report. I'm going to show you here now. Now, if you see on the screen, you see that that's Genesis, alleged former Carbonation member, Tokyo Tony, and Jaguar Wright on Keep It a Beam podcast, which Real Life Productions was filming for Philadelphia Network. So the plan was, he probably had a contract too, allegedly. The plan was to promote this Philadelphia network, but it had no business. They didn't have a business plan. This was some ghetto stuff. This was, I'm about to get my money. They didn't know that Real Life in that interview was going to hit 2 million. After that interview hit 2 million, they started coming up with a new idea and new plans and scams and schemes, in my opinion. Now, let me share with you this photo. Who do you see on that screen on this second episode? I think this is actually the first one. The first or second episode. Now you see Jaguar Wright, Tokyo Tony, Sean Dusty Way, and OKP on the podcast. This was back in December. December or early January. One of the two, okay? December or early January. You see all of them on this podcast. This show had been planned from the beginning. Everything has been planned from the beginning, whether you believe it or not. Okay, so let's continue. Let's continue. So we understand that everything has been planned and orchestrated from the beginning. They all have been in on it, including TJ and Niesha. Um, Jaguar Wright allegedly gave contracts to Real Life, Dusty Way, and Kang Payne. Okay, and possibly Tokyo Tony for the podcast. But things change because of greed. Now, every time that Jaguar Wright falls out with someone is the same pattern. She is offended and takes it very personally. She then creates a smear campaign like narcissists do against them so that you will believe her and they will be the villain and you don't listen to them. She uses her influence to do it. Okay. She'll use information she found out about you. She'll mix lies with truth and she'll make people believe in the lies because of how she sounds. She is a master manipulator. Now, everybody that she has fallen out with, alleged fallouts, again, these could be scripted fallouts. I wouldn't be too involved with it, like I said, because these could be scripted arguments and fallouts, which I believe they are. So she has accused Tokyo Tony of using her, everybody who she fell out, her ex-husband, Goomba. She accused Legina of using her. She accused Genesis of using her, Real Life of using her, Dusty Way, OKP, Niesha, TJ, and the ex-manager. So for some reason, she's going to always say that y'all use her and victimize herself. That's what I noticed. But this love connection thing never happened. And that's the main point. It never happened. And how many people put their personal information in that application? How many people signed up? Where did the $3,130 that was raised by that free Jag GoFundMe and the t-shirts, the free Jag t-shirts allegedly, where did all the money go? And why didn't Jaguar get her own t-shirt? When it was a free Jaguar, she didn't even get a t-shirt. She claimed. I don't believe everything she's saying, but everything needs to be questioned. Okay, so that is everything I have about this love connection dating show scam. In my opinion, it was a scam, just like the rest. And there are more scams that we definitely have to uncover that Jaguar Wright and friends were a part of. Okay, tell me what y'all think of that. What do you think of that? Welcome, D. Welcome, Dadal. Val, welcome. What do y'all think of that? Mm-mm-mm. So yeah, this is just to prove that they were all there from the very beginning. This was December 2022, leading into January, early January 2023. From the very beginning, they all had a plan. They all made thousands of dollars. They all collaborated with one another to do it. If you look back on the videos, it's the same faces. This group right here. Mm-hmm. So let me know what y'all think of everything. All right. It's crazy. Yeah, it is becoming too much. Gemini, welcome. It is. It is. You said, yeah, I knew it was something weirdo going on too. When she went to bail out Jaguar, yeah, and didn't know her. Yeah, they knew each other. They've been talking to one another. That was a whole narrative. TJ and Jag already knew each other. They were talking to one another way before she got locked up, excuse me, in my opinion. You think somebody gonna bail somebody out and don't know them and haven't talked to them at least and haven't, come on now. No. So it was all planned. Some things went left, some things weren't planned, and some people did really fall out, but some fallouts are scripted, some arguments are scripted, and it's all mumbled jumbled. You don't even know. You don't know what's real and what's fake. All we know is these screenshots. All we know is the parties that were involved, which was Real Life Productions, Tokyo Tony, Dusty Way, Jaguar Wright, Genesis, former Carbonation members, and other people who I'm not going to mention. They came along the way. Yeah, Jag was her crush, so she been watching her, right? Oh, ever since you first came with your first interview. I'm thinking honestly the jail stuff was planned because who really records something like that? But again, we don't know what was planned and what wasn't, and what's true and what's false because they lie and scam so damn much. But what we do know is everybody on this screen benefited from the lies. Everyone on the screen got their pocket filled. Niesha and TJ got their pockets filled. Real Life got his pocket filled. Genesis got her pockets filled. Legina got her pockets filled, allegedly. Legina came in later. She wasn't a part of the original plan. So let me know what y'all think of this. All right. And I'll continue to keep my eyes on this. If your personal information was taken and there's no show, I would definitely start asking questions. Okay. I would definitely be like, delete my information because you never had no show. What are you doing? Okay. What are you doing collecting my information and there's no show? Right. So you cannot trust this. Again, they showed themselves already on OKP's channel. Niesha didn't come out with it. Y'all all already knew of one another. That's the sick part about it, yo. So let me know what y'all think of this, and I will be back with another video. If I feel like anything else needs to be investigated, I don't want these videos to be too long, but I appreciate every one of y'all listening, hitting the like button, commenting, sharing your thoughts. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Shout out to everybody who going to see the replay, who going to listen to the replay. I appreciate y'all. Check out my other video I did yesterday too. And if anything else comes up, I would definitely go over it and give my thoughts and commentary on it. All right. So y'all have a blessed one, and I will see y'all on the next video. All right. Peace.